Hello and a very warm welcome to this special on the IPL 2022. We are previewing the big game coming up tonight between Mumbai Indians and Lucknow Super Giants. That's right, this is being played at the Wankhede Stadium, and the news from the Wankhede Stadium is that Mumbai Indians have won the toss and they have opted to field first. So there was a bit of a disruption in that trend with Hardik Pandya changing it and choosing to bat first in the last game they played. But Mumbai Indians back to now wanting to chase on this ground. So Rohit Sharma winning the toss and bowling first at the Wankhede Stadium. They are yet to win a match in the tournament so far, lying at the bottom of the points table. So there you have it. Mumbai Indians have won the toss. They've opted to bowl first. They are playing the same 11. So that's the same team from the last game. And no Tim David yet again, despite Kieron Pollard not performing in the tournament so far. Mumbai have decided to stick with the West Indian. What do you say to this? I mean, you do have an opportunity here to try somebody else. You know things are not working out for you the way they are, but Mumbai is still sticking with Kieron Pollard.
Very surprising, and I mean it is very unfair on the likes of Tim David, who has done phenomenally well in the last 12 months when it comes to T20 cricket. I mean, it's okay. I understand why Mumbai Indians are persisting with Kieron Pollard. This is their first match at their home ground, that is Wankhede, in 3 years. They last played in 2019. So I feel Mumbai Indians want to give Kieron Pollard a chance in familiar territory and see whether he can start scoring runs, because ultimately Mumbai Indians would want Rohit, Ishan and Pollard to fire. If they don't, then I am not seeing Mumbai Indians ending this losing streak.
Okay, now for Lucknow Super Giants, just one change. Avesh Khan misses out. He's got a niggle. And so Mohsin Khan replaces him.
Nice.
And KL Rahul actually, he's okay with batting first. He said that the last couple of games that they've played here, there hasn't been a lot of dew, and toss doesn't play a huge part if there's no dew. So it's okay to be able to bat first, and I think that's what Lucknow would want to do, is to just put up a big score from here on, because they've got the batting for it. They've got a brilliant batting lineup. Just go for a really big score and then put Mumbai under pressure.
Absolutely, and if they can, Wankhede has been in the last 2 matches we saw one match 195 and second match 200 plus. So if KL Rahul and Lucknow Super Giants can put up a score of around 200 or 200 plus even, then I think Mumbai Indians will be under extreme pressure. They are already under so much pressure after losing 7 out of 7, and Sachin Tendulkar's birthday, they are returning to Wankhede. All the fans are expecting Mumbai Indians to win, and sometimes it becomes really tough for a team who are enduring such a phase to take all of that, the hype, the expectations, and start winning. Because see, we have to be honest, Mumbai Indians are not bowling well, they are not batting well, they are not fielding well, they are very sluggish on the field. So they need a perfect match to end this 7-match losing streak, unless otherwise we have a superior team in Lucknow Super Giants.
That's right. Also with Mumbai Indians, it doesn't take much right now for them to crumble. Things haven't been going well according to what they wanted, be it the batting and bowling, as Shubhayan was suggesting. But look at this, the worst start in IPL history. Rohit Sharma, who should have been leading from the front, this team it's so shocking to see, because Rohit Sharma, the batsman in T20 cricket, in T20 internationals, is completely different. But Rohit Sharma, as a Mumbai Indian batsman, 114 runs in 7 innings. Look at that average of just 16.28. He's struggling, and it's not just him who has struggled. Pollard has struggled, and that's why both Shubhayan and I were wondering, why would you stick with Pollard and not give Tim David a chance, given that he's been doing this in other leagues. Give him an opportunity, give him a chance. We've seen what happens when you give someone like a Dual Brevis an opportunity. He grabs it with both hands. Then there is Ishan Kishan as well. The price tag of 15.25 crore. First 2 matches, very well played, but since then strike rate's fallen, can't get runs. And then there's Jasprit Bumrah. To see him being completely toothless in this tournament, Yeah, it's nothing is going right for Mumbai Indians. It's just look at that. Death overs economy 13.05. That's the worst
True.
in the IPL. And who would have thought, given that Mumbai always traditionally had a very good bowling attack?
Oh, absolutely. They are missing Trent Bolt, who used to give you wickets up front. They are missing their leg spinner Rahul Chahar, who used to give you, who was one of the standout performers for Mumbai Indians in the last 2-3 seasons. So it is I understand it is very difficult for a team to again build up with a mega auction in the fray, but Mumbai Indians, they didn't have a good auction. And even when they have a decently assembled squad, they are messing up with their selection. I mean, Kieron Pollard, as you said, should have been dropped. You need to give chances to other bowlers. Where is Mayank Markande?
Yeah.
You bought him again. You bought him, like last time they bought him, they traded him to Rajasthan Royals, and then again in the mega auctions you bring him in, but you are not playing him. You tested Murugan Ashwin. He didn't give you any sort of wickets, six wickets, six matches, but you need to try someone different. Already Rohit Sharma has played out 18 players out of 24, and if they don't start firing now, then I don't know when it will be. Will we see 14 out of 14? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the way things are going, I think they would have wanted to make some drastic changes to their playing 11, or at least just do something. I mean, I don't know what that something is, but right now, Mumbai Indians need to get out of this losing rut that they are in. On the other hand, if you look at Lucknow Super Giants and look at their playing 11 once again, and you'll realize that that's actually a very good team.
Yeah.
That's a team that can go all the way to the finals, if not the playoffs. I mean, everybody's doing well. Their only problem is their batting order, which we've talked about at length about why is someone like Marcus Stoinis not being able to bat up the order. Jason Holder as well. They're coming way down for them to make a difference. I mean, there's one thing finishing the game, but you need to have a few number of balls to finish the game. They're not getting enough balls to finish the game. Manish Pandey and his position there, that is again, a point of concern for them. Krishnappa Gautam had been tried, but then he got a bat at number 3, got out on duck. Again, Marcus Stoinis coming at number 8, couldn't finish that game as well. That seems to be the only problem, because their batting is otherwise brilliant.
Absolutely, and even Dushmanta Chamira can bat a bit, so a pretty long tail there, and they have 7 bowling options as well, with only 3 frontline specialist bowlers. So
in complete contrast to Mumbai.
Yes, complete contrast to Mumbai. Yes, and when you have 7 bowling options, you can get in a Mohsin Khan when there's need, and even if he ends up being expensive, then you can bring in Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandya, Marcus Stoinis, Jason Holt, so many all rounders. So I think Lucknow Super Giants have did their homework perfectly. Their number 3 spot is one of the concerns for me, because when Quinton and KL Rahul bat for 8-9 overs, and then I don't think there's any role for an anchor, and they can promote up Marcus Stoinis or Jason Holder. If they can be a bit flexible about it, then this team we have seen what they can do in this tournament.
Okay, for all of you who are just joining us now, the news from the Wankhede Stadium is that Mumbai Indians have won the toss and they've continued the trend with a minor this thing where Hardik Pandya changed it, but they've continued the trend of winning the toss and bowling first. So that's the news from the Wankhede Stadium. Mumbai Indians are playing the same 11. Lucknow Super Giants have made one change, which was actually a forced change. Avesh Khan, he misses out due to a niggle, and Mohsin Khan comes in. So that's the news from the Wankhede Stadium. And now just coming back to who are the players who can make a difference here tonight for the two teams, the X-factor players. So let's begin with Lucknow Super Giants, and we've got to talk about their captain KL Rahul. Just the form that he was in Punjab Kings seems to have just taken off from there. The start can be said was slightly slow. Golden duck for him as well. There's a similarity there with Virat Kohli, 2 golden ducks, but since then 100 and looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. In the last match, as you can see, 103 not out. That was one of the finest knocks in this IPL so far, and KL Rahul has a magnificent record against Mumbai Indians. 95 average, 2 centuries, 5 half centuries in the last 15 matches. He's simply unstoppable. He plays a bit cautiously against Bumrah, which I think we will talk about later in our show, but against other bowlers he just goes all out, and that's what makes KL Rahul so special. And if he can get going again, then I think Mumbai Indians might succumb to their 8th defeat on the trot.
The other thing being, I want to see how Quinton de Kock plays tonight against Mumbai Indians. And we've seen what a difference Quinton de Kock's made to Lucknow Super Giants and how much Mumbai Indians are missing Quinton de Kock. So it'll be interesting. And what we've seen so far in the tournament is that somehow all the players with their against their former teams, they just, there is a bit of, there's a, what would you call it? Yeah, there is a bit of hurt there, wanting to perform better. We've seen that with Yuzvendra Chahal. We've seen it with Kuldeep Yadav. That's right, against Kuldeep Yadav. So also Rashid Khan versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. So a lot of those performances we've already seen. How will Quinton de Kock today play against Mumbai Indians? That'll also be interesting to watch. But now let's talk about the X Factor player from Mumbai Indians, and who else but Tilak Varma. Nobody would have predicted this. Tilak Varma playing his 4th season of the IPL for a team like Mumbai Indians is the highest scorer for them so far in the tournament. I mean, to have such greats in this team and then to have this completely inexperienced player holding forth the middle order for Mumbai Indians, it's fantastic to watch. Mumbai would be very happy given that they bid for him and got him, but he's been fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. For me, he has been the standout player for Mumbai Indians completely, be it bowling or batting. I mean, Tilak Varma in a lineup which has the likes of Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Kieron Pollard, Surya Kumar Yadav. He has outplayed everyone. Although Surya is not far away from Tilak in this race, but I think being a 19-year-old playing your first IPL tournament, I think he has done phenomenally well. And all eyes will be on him again because he can bowl a bit of off spin as well. And whatever bowling he has done in this tournament, he has been good. So against Lucknow Super Giants, which have a couple of left-handers, I think we might see Tilak Varma bowl today as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. The other interesting thing is Surya Kumar Yadav. How good has he been? One of the best T20 players going around at the moment, and just showing how good he is, the strike rate at which he's batting, the fearlessness that we see him, especially because like Tilak Varma, we've seen that he has come in at a time when they've lost early wickets. Mumbai are stuttering at a horrible score. Surya Kumar Yadav, as I keep saying, has this thing of saying, "Main hoon na, I will take care of it," and he has done it. I mean, obviously, it's not a one-man game, but he does what he can, and he's been doing it again in the tournament.
Absolutely, I call him Surya Dada because in Mumbai cricket, there's a term Dada batter, Dada batsman. He's that caliber. He's very hungry for runs. He wants to win matches for his team, be it India, be it Mumbai Indians, be it state team Mumbai. He has been absolutely dominating, and against spinners, he's a different quality. And against pacers, you see he's a 360-degree batter. He can play the field, he can hit big sixes, and a complete package, as they say. And it's very unfortunate that Surya is getting his due after crossing that 30 age mark. And I think India missed out on a 3-4 years of best of Surya Kumar Yadav. But still, it's coming for him. It's good. But Mumbai Indians, I think we can talk about Surya, we can talk about Tilak, we can talk about Brevis, but I think Mumbai needs run from their opening duo.
Absolutely, Mumbai needs runs from Rohit Sharma. India needs runs from Rohit Sharma right now. Remember, this is like I've been saying, this is like a dress rehearsal for the World Cup. I know India will be playing more T20 internationals after IPL and before the World Cup, but this does mean a lot in how some of these players who are part of that team, how they're batting. Case in point, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya, who's batting really well. Should he be back? Deepak Hooda, where does he go? Lots of questions will be asked, and some of those answers will be told here in this IPL. Okay, now let's take a look at the key battles between these two teams. What are some of the matchups that can make this match interesting? So the first one is Surya Kumar Yadav, the in-form Surya Kumar Yadav versus Ravi Bishnoi, and the stats there, very interesting. Ravi Bishnoi having the upper hand there. So it'll be nice, it'll be interesting to see what happens, because Surya Kumar Yadav, again, he's in form, he's been batting well, Ravi Bishnoi hungry for wickets. He's been good, economical, but hasn't got as many wickets as he would have liked.
Absolutely, and Ravi Bishnoi would be itching to push his case for the T20 World Cup as well. We have seen Kulcha, Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep, two wrist spinners taking this IPL by storm, and Ravi Bishnoi has found himself a bit behind in terms of wickets, but he has been economical, he has been restrictive. He's doing his job for his LSG team. Maybe LSG would want Ravi Bishnoi to continue his good run of form against Surya Kumar Yadav, because Surya is currently the glue of that Mumbai Indians middle order. If they get Surya Kumar Yadav early, then I think there will be again that trouble of Kieron Pollard not scoring, then Jaydev Unadkat coming at number 7. It's very tough for going to be tough for Mumbai Indians.
It is already going to be tough for Mumbai Indians from here on. Now, KL Rahul and Jasprit Bumrah is the other battle as well. Again, Jasprit Bumrah, coming in with that reputation, the best, one of the best bowlers in the world, hasn't been taking as many wickets as Mumbai would have wanted him to. So that's an interesting battle right there.
I like the approach of KL Rahul against Jasprit Bumrah. Don't give him wickets, just play it safe. 125 is a decent strike rate against a bowler of caliber of Jasprit Bumrah, and KL Rahul, if he can survive those 4 overs of Jasprit Bumrah, then we know what he can do. Mumbai Indians' bowling lineup isn't that quality, so KL Rahul, if he can survive those initial overs of Jasprit Bumrah, then it's going to be carnage. Another key battle, Meha, we haven't mentioned here, it's Rohit Sharma against Dushmanta Chamira. Chamira has gotten Rohit Sharma out the most times in worldwide cricket, that is 6 or 9 times. I'm forgetting the exact number, but just Dushmanta Chamira against Rohit Sharma is going to be a mouth-watering contest.
That's right. In fact, so far, how many wickets has Dushmanta Chamira taken? 14 wickets in 13 innings. I'll tell you, Rohit Sharma got him out 6 times in 9 innings, conceding just 32 runs in 30 balls. There's the stat for you. Okay, now what can we expect from the Wankhede Stadium? First of all, at least you saw Hardik Pandya breaking this trend of winning the toss and bowling first, but yet again Rohit Sharma going in with that. Though interestingly, it's the team that has batted first that has won the last 3 matches at the Wankhede Stadium, but Rohit Sharma at the toss said, we know the conditions well and we know teams chasing have an advantage, so we like to chase.
Only team that
knows that we don't know.
Only team that is enjoying home advantage there, and if Mumbai Indians can't get going today, then I don't know when they will start winning matches, and last 2 encounters ended up as high scoring matches, so I would want to see Lucknow Super Giants give a good total, 200 plus total, and test Mumbai Indians, test Rohit Sharma whether he's up to the mark, test Ishan Kishan whether they are up to the mark to take up this challenge and chase a big score, because it's against Lucknow Super Giants, I would be very surprised if Mumbai Indians get this win today.
It is a lot of things around Mumbai Indians is doom and gloom, given that they haven't been able to win a single game in the tournament, but there is that small sliver of light with Surya Kumar Yadav and Tilak Verma and that dual brevis. We've got to talk a little bit about how impressive he's been as well. Mr. 360 degree himself, as he's been called, he's tried to he's already talked about how much he loves Virat Kohli. He sees him as his idol. He's got pictures clicked with Virat Kohli, and people already call him Baby AB. But, all those things aside, he's been impressive. He's just been batting well. And you understand what the fuss is all about when you see him.
Absolutely. I interviewed him before the mega auctions, and the clarity which he has. I did ask him whether all the hype around under 19 World Cup and you being tipped as Baby AB, whether that pressure comes to your game. He said yes, it is tough to get all the what hype comes from the Asian community. It is very tough to ignore that. But at such initial stages of his career, he is focusing on just scoring runs and even improve his leg spin bowling, because he wants to be an all-rounder. He does
Virat Kohli's wicket.
First ball of IPL, who gets Virat Kohli in his first delivery of IPL. So a great start for Devil Brevis, and some of the strokes he plays, he's absolutely fearless. That's the best quality.
Let's not call him Mr. 360. I'll correct it to Mr. 360 Junior.
Junior is fine.
Junior Mr. 360.
AB Junior is fine. So yeah, Devil Brevis, some of the shots he has played against big spinners. I remember a 6 against Rashid Khan. That was a no-look 6, and I was like, okay, people don't hit Rashid Khan like that.
And not at 19 for sure.
Not at 19 for sure, even though Rashid is just 23.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, still.
Okay, we'll not get into the details of that. But no, this is important for Mumbai Indians to win from here because already all but out. But with this just sort of digging themselves in a hole which just gets deeper and deeper. So they need to come out of that. But also what you can subscribe to, that's News9 Sports. That's the handle that you need to subscribe to for all the latest from the world of sports, not just cricket. We cover golf, tennis, badminton, football, everything other than cricket as well. So that's what you need to subscribe to. Also, let's take a look at the points table now. For all those who thought they knew all the teams and the players and predicted all the other teams other than these two right at the top, which was also us, I think. Nobody would have thought that Gujarat Titans and Sunrisers Hyderabad would be at the top. This is just incredible to see, and I think that's why IPL is so interesting, where you really cannot predict what will happen. So Gujarat Titans, 7 matches, they've just lost 1 game. That's how good this team has been. Their bowling has been superb. Mohammad Shami, Lockie Ferguson, Rashid Khan, relentless. Then there is Sunrisers Hyderabad, the turnaround of dreams, lost the first 2 games, since then have won everything. Everything coming together for them, and some of the unsung heroes performing. Some of the players who the cynics said were not good enough, the team wasn't good enough, they're all coming good. So that's a wonderful story of Sunrisers Hyderabad. And there's Rajasthan Royals, who are a team to beat. They're looking very good in this tournament. Royal Challengers Bangalore, Virat Kohli may not have the fortunes, but the team's doing well. Lucknow Super Giants, if they win today, they will be in the top 4, because they will go up above RCB given their positive net run rate. Then there is Mumbai Indians right at the bottom of that table, just below CSK. And do you see this changing, CSK Mumbai?
Very tough. I think from this bottom 5, I think if only team that can enter the top 4, that is Punjab Kings, given the quality they have. But otherwise, I don't see. Delhi Capitals, Kolkata Knight Riders, Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians. These are the 4 teams I think will end up being in the bottom half of this IPL table, and maybe we will see for the first time ever CSK and MI finishing
right at the bottom too. Well, anything is possible in IPL, as we've already seen with the top 2 players in the points table. Now, just before we go, a quick reminder of what has happened. So the toss has been won by Mumbai Indians. They have opted to bowl first. Mumbai Indians have won the toss, opted to bowl first against Lucknow Super Giants at the Wankhede Stadium. Mumbai are playing with the same 11, so no changes for them. Just 1 change for Lucknow Super Giants, 1 forced change where Avesh Khan is out of this game due to a niggle, and Mohsin Khan has replaced Avesh Khan. That is the change for them. But let's figure out if Shubhan thinks that Mumbai can win today.
I don't think Mumbai Indians can give Sachin Tendulkar a win on his birthday. It will be very, very tough. But again, we have seen Sunrisers Hyderabad also coming back. Who gave them a chance? Nobody gave them a chance. Nobody in their dreams thought. Even SRH fans wouldn't have thought that they would win 5 on the bounce, but they did. And you know, cricket, sports, this is the beauty of sport. This is the beauty of cricket. Any team can make a comeback. Hopefully for Mumbai Indians' fan base, I think they would want that finally this drought ends and at least they have 1 win under their belt. But I think Lucknow Super Giants are going, for me they will be the heavy favorites to win this match.
Okay, since he's saying Lucknow Super Giants, I'll say Mumbai Indians. I mean, somebody needs to support them here, and I just like to oppose him in everything he says. So
you're
Mumbai
sitting in front
Indians,
of Rohit as well.
yeah, Mumbai Indians for me, and in fact Lucknow Super Giants, given that this is one of the teams I said would be in the playoffs. Anyway, just for today's game, it'll be a close game with Mumbai Indians winning. Let them win. Yeah, 1 game, let them win.
Aaj nahi to kab.
So, with that, we've come to the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, suggestions, do write in the comment section below and we read them. And, you know, which is the team that you're supporting today. Is it Mumbai Indians, Lucknow Super Giants? Write in to us. For now, that's it from Shubhan and me. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.